Hello and welcome to our subpar documentary on plants. Hopefully you enjoy this documentary and it is somewhat informational. Now, please do not mind our subpar narrator.
Plants are a beautiful thing. They provide air, food, shade, everything.
My lord, they're destroying the crops!
Crops are very important for growing community. Although very hard to grow, if they span for miles upon miles of land, they can feed hundreds. Although, the anatomy of a plant is horrifically complicated. So, in learning this, I will teach you in this video the tallest trees to the smallest of grasses of their anatomy. Starting with the plant's anatomy, we are going to start with the base, the root system. For there are three main parts to the root system: the actual roots themselves, the tubers, and the rhine zones. For these, we're going to start with the actual roots. For the roots are these long strands, sometimes very thick for the larger plants like you see in redwood trees. For they go down into the earth and suck up nutrients, chemicals, and compounds, and absorb them and eat them, if you will. For they are almost the food of the plant. For they are very important. Not only do they eat for the plant, but they also anchor the plants. They are the base, the framework, the concrete, if you will. Following the roots, we have the tubers. The tubers are what you're going to see for most potato plants and other plants, like vegetative plants. For they are where the seeds come from. They are placed on the very edge of the roots. For our example here, we do not have any tubers. But say for your potato plants, you can find many tubers in the right season. Continuing, we have the rhine zones. For they branch off and stem up anew plants, for they are connected to the central root system. For they think of brothers and sisters for the main root system. For, like, boys and girls for neighborhood that I didn't grow up on. Yes. Next, we have the shoot system. It is mainly brought up of, again, three parts. We have the petals, the stem, and, of course, the leaves. For possibly one of the most important steps, the stem. It holds up the plant along with the roots, as it is the central structure of the plant of the open air. It is the majority of what you see when you look at a plant, and it's still in the ground. It holds all of the plant's central organs, and is very important. Next, we have the leaves. For the leaves, they gather sunlight and gather air, for again, much like the roots, gather its, like, nutrients, like to eat, if you will. They are very important. And the leaves are attached by petals. They hold up the leaves, making it the branches, if you will. And it is horrifically, like, the organs are, I can make a whole nother video on it. They are just astounding. But we do not have time for that today. For now, please excuse me. Yeah! Continuing with our anatomy, we will end with the leaf itself. For one of the most beautiful aspects of nature, it is made up of the blade and the veins of the leaf, as you can see. Multiple veins running across, and the largest leaves, spanning inches, for they are beautiful. They are multi-spectrum of colors, and they carry nutrients throughout the leaf. Possibly one of the most important species of plants. For the plant with its leaves is possibly one of the most beautiful aspects of nature, covering the landscape with greens, but even oranges and reds in the fall. God, I love the fall. Do you love the fall? Oh, it's too nice. It's my favorite, to be honest. Are we keeping this in? For with the root system and the stem system, also called the shoot system, along with the leaves, we find ourselves in perfect harmony with nature and its beautiful creation, the plant. But what does the plant give us other than beauty, air, food, shade, everything that a man and women would need for their lives and their full community? Well, there are a multitude of things that the plant is used for in today's world. I will list a small amount of them. Bread for those crops like wheat. Sugar for those extracts like sugar cane, used for your oh so amazing candies and sweets. Cereals for those grains like again wheat. Coffee for those coffee beans. I love me some coffee. Tea for you tea lovers that are weird and don't like coffee. Just drink coffee. They're basically the same thing. Oh my gosh. Stop saying you want tea. British people. Music instruments. Hundreds of music instruments. Furniture. The very thing I'm sitting on now. This bench. Plants. Now come with me, gentlemen, as we go embrace the most wonderful thing nature has made. A tree. Come, gentlemen. Come on. Isn't this nice?
And that concludes our documentary on plants. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.